promise, I swear. On every bit of yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, rep the set, gotta rep the set, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, chase no bitch, mask on, fuck it, mask on, mask on, fuck it, mask on, Percocet, Miley Percocet, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, 2 cups, toast her with the game, from food stamps to a whole nother domain, out the bottom, I'm a living proof, ain't compromising, $500,000 on the coupe, drug houses, looking like Peru, graduated, I was overdue, pink money, I can barely move, ask about me, I'm gon' bust a move, Red James, 33 chains, Ocean now, cruising Biscayne, Tide Boat, that's a liability, hit the gas, boosting my adrenaline, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, rep the set, gotta rep the set, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, mask on, fuck it, mask off, mask on, fuck it, mask off, Percocet, Miley Percocet, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, chase no bitch, photo maybe, I drive anything, buy my ring, make them go insane, taking beans, go to those extremes. Let's go, it's Parliament. Calamari wins, parlay in Vegas. We was in attendance before the business. Theodore lenses, focus on the mission. Put my intermission. Never take a break. We can't pull on. Switch states, switch down far place. Ain't no way, ain't no fucking way. No contemplate, we didn't contemplate. No, rock the bank, we gon' rock the game. Get they gang, we gang. But they are not the same. We bang Percocet, Miley Percocet, big firm. Percocet, Miley Percocet, big firm. Rep the set, gotta rep the set. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Big firm, mask on, fuck it, mask off. Big firm, mask on, fuck it, mask off. Big firm, Percocet, Miley Percocet, big firm. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch. Big firm, mask on, fuck it, mask off. Mask on, fuck it, mask on. Mask on, fuck it, mask on. Gas gone, never nod, huh? Hey, yo, right here! I got your help!
Back up off me, I said, whoa. fixing coffins. It's so cold in Indy and they still won't take my jacket off me. Back when I couldn't afford to get it, mix and master, homie. My mama fronted me that money, so it's no backup, homie. Bitch, so back up off me. Bank account look like a ballot, homie. Yes, check that my niggas packing. You get the trip and they unpacking, homie. Yeah, I overdo it. Yeah, that's talent, homie. Yeah, I'm overdressing. Ain't no salad on me. Me and Dicks together, holy matrimony. Oh, it's hard to smile and shit when they ain't free run. I got real ones on trial and shit. Fuck all my peers unless we talking about Belle Isle and shit. The check is 7 figures, I might try and dial this shit. And if I fucking make you come, don't be blowing up my phone. Lately I've been messing with girls who tend to own shit on their own. I turn dusk in the dome, turn my chair to a throne. Fuck her off in the whip, make her take Uber home. Culture, the chromosome. I grew up without a hammock. I did everything except panic. Feel me? Only famous the family and we expanding on the top floor like we tanning. She throwing tantrums. She gon' hold this dick like a Grammy. I give a bomb D and do damage. She like. I know. Detroit shit. Back up off me, I say, bitch, back up off me, I say, whoa. Say, whoa, yeah, yeah, bitch, back up off me, I say, whoa, yeah, yeah, bitch, back up off me, I say, whoa, yeah, yeah, bitch, back up off me, I say, whoa, yeah, yeah, bitch, back up off me, back up off me, back up off me, I say, bitch, back up off me, back up off me, back up off me, I say, bitch, back up off me, back up off me, back up off me, I say, bitch, back up off me, I say, back up off me. Yeah, that's right, man. I said, oh, yeah, yeah. For the city. Oh, yeah, yeah. Bitch, back up off me. You got Queen Days. Straight up. It's time to boss up on everything. I'm getting everything. Who's watching here? Timeless. Start it.
boo, cause I only wanna dance with you. Come on, don't hate the boss. If the bitch wanna choose, gonna take the loss. If a nigga act rude, I'ma take his bra, cause I only wanna dance with you. Come on. Bad bitches on the link up. Two-stepping it with drink up. Sip some young nigga with a knee strap. Got me. Dance with me if you keep up. Spinning around, I want you all night. Fucking around, I take you home tonight. Look at them pretty girls you came with. Tell them they can all get a dance too. Look at my slide, that nigga footwork. Whipping my wrist, that nigga cool. Baby, we should go get a cold one. One more time before the song's done. Come on. Don't hate the groove. If the bitch wanna choose, gonna shake it loose. If a nigga act rude, I'ma take his boo, cause I only wanna dance with you. Come on. Don't hate the boss. If the bitch wanna choose, gonna take the loss. If a nigga act rude, I'ma take his bra, cause I only wanna dance with you. Bad bitches on the link up. Two-stepping it with drink up. Sip some, bitch. Young nigga with a knee strap. Got me. Dance with me if you keep up. Come on. Bad bitches on the link up. Two-stepping it with drink up. Young nigga with a knee strap. Dance with me if you keep up.
You used to call me on my. You used to. Yeah. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself now. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you started wearing less and going out more. Glasses of champagne out on the dance floor. Hanging with some guys I never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you and me, we just don't get along. You make me feel like I did you wrong. Going places where you don't belong. Ever since I left the city, you got exactly what you asked for. Running out of pages in your passport. Hanging with some girls I've never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can days, all I do is wonder if you're bending over backwards for someone else. Wonder if you're rolling up a backwards for someone else. Doing things I told you getting nasty for someone else. You don't need no one else, you don't need nobody else, no. Why you never alone? Why you always touch and roll? Used to always stay at home, be a good girl, you was in the zone. Yeah. You should just be yourself. Right now you're someone else. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, bringing more, I've had too many. This Virginia done me up already. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. Don't switch on me, I got big plans. We need to forward to the islands and get you gold, no spray tans. I need you to stop running back to your ex, he's a waste man. I wanna know how come we can never slash and stay friends. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. Cause I know what I like, I know how I wanna live my life. I don't need no advice, going out here and we both know why. So move for me when you're extra, move for me with the pasta. I'm building up a house where they raise me. You move with me, I go crazy. Don't switch on me, I got big plans. We need to forward to the islands and get you golden on spray tan. I need you to stop running back to your ex, he's a waste man. I wanna know how come we can never slash. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. I know we can't keep it together forever, cause you're crazy sometimes, and I only see you sometimes. Move for me when you're extra, move for me with the pasta. I'm building up a house where they raise me. You move with me, I go look, just don't switch on me. I got big plans. We need to forward to the islands and get you golden on spray. I need you to stop running back to your ex, he's a waste man. I wanna know how come we can never slash and stay friends. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. My AI just changed. It just buzzed the front gate. Thank God you came. How many more days could I wait? I made plans with you, and I won't let them fall through. I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Jodeci cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller. Controller. Yeah, like controller. Controller. Yeah. Okay, you like it when I get aggressive. Tell you to go slower, go faster. Like controller. Controller. Yeah, like controller. Controller. Yeah. And I'm never on a wasting shawty. I do it how you say you want it. Them girls, they just wanna take my money. They don't want me to give you nothing. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't wanna see me find your loving. They don't wanna see me smiling back when they knowing I lie for you. Thinking I die for you. Jodeci cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller. Controller. Yeah. Like controller. Controller. But you can't just listen, come tell man sorry. You can't listen to me talk and go tell my story. No, it don't work like that when you lost somebody. My old flex is my new flex now and we're working on it. Yeah. That's why I need all the energy that you bring to me. My last girl would tear me apart, but she never wanna split a thing with me. But when it comes to you, I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller, controller. Like controller, controller. Yeah. And I'm never on a wasting shawty. I do it how you say you want it. Them girls, they just wanna take my money. They don't want me to give you nothing. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't wanna see me find your loving. They don't wanna see me smiling back when they breathe. Jeez.
Hey yo, right here. Watch him. Sit up.
Sitting in the studio just trying to get to you, babe. But the song's so fucking dope, girl, it's hard not for me to play. Yeah, the truth is you was you in this booth that I was playing. So I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you. See, I've been in the studio just trying to get to you, baby. All night laying verses, though I'd rather lay with you, baby. Bro and panties matching nail and toes, you all kinda lady. Angel out of heaven, such a goddess, having me pray. I'm just sitting in the studio just trying it's hard not for me to blaze. To tell the truth, for sure was you in this booth that I was blazing. So I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you.
You need a real nigga, shouty, so come and throw that pussy, shouty. See, I think you and me can make it. This little verse to get you naked. See, your heart ain't meant for breaking. Cupid's never been mistaken. See, I've been caught up in the moment. Say my type ain't quite a type, but now this gangsta nigga own it. She can twist my weed and hit the yak. I can hit your type without the hat. Put that pussy on the map. I see qualities in a bad girl. I know that ass you got come with attitude and your swag, girl. You ain't wrong, girl. Just when that door knock, who's your thong, girl? Cause your girl, cause your girl, cause your girl, girl.
I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you, babe. But the song's so fucking dope, girl, it's hard not for me to blaze. To tell the truth, for sure was you in this booth that I was blazing. So I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you, babe.
Throw a loke your pussy, girl, you knowin' that your nigga faded. Can I hit that pussy way I wanna while this record plays? Put my tongue in different places, play a game of operation. Like, na 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 la 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 la, you get what I'm saying? No metaphors, nothing like that. I'm keeping it straight to the point with you. So I'ma put this dick up off inside of you.
I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you, babe. But the song's so fucking dope, girl, it's hard not for me to blaze. Tell the truth, for sure was you in this booth that I was blazing. So I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you, baby. I'm just sitting in the studio just trying to get to you, baby.
None of that. None of that. Look at them sipping the sauce. You niggas been ripping the sauce. You niggas just talking the most like housewives. Pockets is full of the hope, homie. Tell them we came for the dope only. For the dope only. Benjamin Franklin, the folks on me. Word to solo, my nigga. I got the loud in the sled. Went to college a bit, pissed off my scholarship quit. Now I'm back in the town, I'm back in the town. A nigga been searching for purpose, there's nothing around. Back into making my old moves, wrong move. Play the game and nigga no rules. Poor you could probably lose your soul too. Dancing with the devil, the seeds were planted back in '02. I guess I learned my lesson, cause now nigga at the O2. London on tilt, with the G's, ballin' like we watch film. If you talking Queens, nigga please, them niggas reaching, we should put them on stilts. I know we cool enough, but cooler y'all, they pulling off hip. My nigga, who we are? Don't get my crew involved. Look at them sipping the sauce. You niggas been ripping the sauce. You niggas just talking the most like housewives. Pockets is full of the hope, homie. Tell them we came for the dope only. For the dope only. Benjamin Franklin, the folks on me. We ain't buying none of that shit. We ain't buying none of that shit.
buying none of that shit. You niggas just talking the most like housewives. Million soldiers get a redeployment. This ain't no leaders here that we appointed. We the only ones that matter now. Cut the chatter down. Fuck your style, this ain't dapper down. Wear my own shit, still hitting bitches like it's bad around. Woo. Call me spring training. I've been wildin', but I maintain it. Young Burrow Bossy, dog, whole burrow, watch me. Fiends, boys from the block, but we got hoes in the lobby. A tree grows from the concrete. Lock heat rose to the top. Cocky, them boys finna flop, but not me, your boy been a lock. Boss, look at them sipping the sauce. You niggas been ripping the sauce. You niggas just talking the most like housewives. Pockets is full of the hope, homie. Tell them we came for the dope only. For the dope only. Benjamin Franklin, the folks on me. We ain't buying none of that shit. We ain't buying none of that shit. We ain't buying none of that shit. You niggas just talking the most like housewives. Word your solo, my nigga. I got the loud in the sled. Went to college a bit, pissed off my scholarship quid. Now I'm back in the town. I'm back in the town. A nigga been searching for purpose. Snuffing around.
Soon as I catch the vibe, tell him to fetch the hearse. Shouty, I'm pressing lines, lifting the Laura shirt. Tell her to bless the girl, she with it. I'm in that kitchen, where's the whip and work. Nigga, I don't do that. Niggas get blue, left and blown away. West is making Mexicans wet backs like okay. I'm on to something, mama should've told you it'd be days like this. This just a tale from the crib. I'm on my say-young shit. I'm trying to make $1 million, keep a hood while crossing over on some AI shit. I need a foreign baby mama to match a nigga mama with Ramona Park, made me from scratch. A lot of lotto picks lost inside this game we call rap. I be the underdog, bullet hit his forehead, it exit out his underarm. Ain't nobody bigger than my hood, my nigga fuck a boss. Baby mama killer, you offended and I fuck around. Stretchy doing federal time for busting at the law. And he gon' be a neighbor of mine. You play me for a pound, shawty, I be swimming with sharks. Your posse full of prawns, pistols rip his body apart. Now he afraid of dark alleyways. Niggas better listen when the pastor say.
It's golf on that bitch, it's golf on that ball cap. I guzzle the tall boy, Jehovah ain't called back. And y'all still debating over Earl music. Truce got the group nationwide moving no truth crazy. Peanut butter to Paisley. Walking down the street in a different color McGrady's. That first grader was me. Now my fist full of splits and the old banker receipts. Bitches grip the stick and jerky like cold shanks to the beef dry. I'm taking purses like they chances in the evening. Pick your pants up, boy, you dancing with a demon. On my mama, I've been limited. My beaches feeling switches up a reaper. Bitches difficult to beat them like a solid dick. Golf click deep and we don't hit the streets passive. That nigga sweaty got the gas and shreddy cave off the matches. Pitch a body in the water like a lifted teabag it and switch to different fucking whip to let the piggies eat past it. It's the rats try to get the cheese. What it do? Rap like I'm missing me. Call me Lou. If I'm on the track, niggas skip to me. Niggas wanna fade me. Bitches feel some type of way for me. 50s in my pocket falling out like fucking baby teeth. This be with the rocket. He gon' pop it when it's danger round. Fingertips to tape is not loose. Where you faces give a fuck about all the moves. All these losing niggas making now.
That if I lost control or did not have control, things would just, fatal.
I brought it this letter to let you know I'm living and though I'm not keeping your shit. Heard you got some new homies, got some new hobbies, even a new hoe. Maybe she can come home you, maybe she can come let go. After we're done, what's done is done. I don't want nothing to do with it. Let me tell you a secret. I've been secretly banging your heart while you in Vegas. All up on Valentine's Day. Why am I so easy to forget? Like she didn't, I'll do it again. Leave me lonely for prettier women. You know I need too much attention for shit like that. You know you wrong for shit like that. I could be your supermodel if you believe. If you see it in me, see it in me, see it in me. I don't see myself. Why I can't stay long just by myself. Wish I was comfortable just with myself. But I need you, I need you, but I need you. Ooh, just get a load of them, they got chemistry. All they can say we like brother and sister. Look so good together, bet they fucking for real. And they was right, that's why I stayed with you. The dick was too good to make me feel good for temporary love. You was a temporary lover. Leave me lonely for prettier women. You know I need too much attention for shit like that. You know you wrong for shit like that. I could be your supermodel if you believe. If you see it in me, see it in.
Good boy. Get them. Down three, down. Get it, yeah. You got it.
Showing up, she did religiously. I can't trust a nigga. Trick the friends, my enemy. You get me got sauce, like I got sauce. Bitch, I got juice, quench your thirst, it's so raw. The body's on top, I don't know what I got. No man could handle my spot. You're a boy, but I'm changing a lot. Can't be no more who you know from the block. So my instinct, just following my instinct. Just know that I stay in sync. Never wrong. Anything or anything. In the south, just following my instinct. Just following my instinct. Just know that I stay in sync. Never wrong. Anything or anything. In the south side, following my.
Hit me up when you get this. Talk to you, girl, cause you listen. I still love you when you bitchin'. She bite the lips from Tokyo, switch positions. You ain't gotta call me. She said she miss some other guy, she from Philly. Rocks in your ear, you know I'm wavy. Yeah, I'm just following my instincts. Yellow stones like I'm Simpson. Yeah, I'm just following my instincts. Yeah, I'm ballin' like a piston. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, I'm just following my instincts. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, I'm in a 6, baby, coming through.
My instinct, just following my instinct. Just know that I stay in sync. Never up, anything or anything. In the south, I'm just following my instinct. Just following my instinct. Just know that I stay in sync. Never up, anything or anything. In the south side, following my.
She see money all around me. I look like I'm a man.
sick ass smell from that slick ass flow. Got your bitch around me, nigga, ain't I'm playing when I'm coming for the kitty. Got my full goddamn. Do it for my niggas in the coast right there. Do it for my niggas in the ghost right now. Niggas got killed for the boy, living dreams in the hills, and they watching for the boy right now. Goddamn, what a time, what a year. We are what them young boys feel. I kill, never be killed. That's real, no lie. You can tell it from my peers right now. Bitch, you wanna fuck me now. Bitch, you wanna love me down. Girl, you can't tie me down like Ray J said, but no, I'm down. Freaking nigga, show me some. Shake it like you owe me some. Push it on the pussy like a button. Came for time, feel time, you fuck. Still get riding in a function. Bitches on my dick like it's nothing. Everywhere I go now, always got shit bumping, jumping.
Nice to meet. Hey, who you be? Southeast and Southeast. Dollar climbing through this beat. She invite me to her crib. I walk in, she say my heat. She said, but I live in the hills. Bitch, that's just the way I sleep. Stop that madness, I'm a savage. In traffic with Mackie Evans. Bad bitch, and she's Spanish. I fly her to Calabasas. We get nasty, I'm her daddy. She know I need to make average. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So don't turn on, let's make magic. I'm geeking, I'm on it. Don't look at me like you want it. Tell them that we ain't starting it. Fuck down, we ain't butting it. King of District Columbia, can't come here without a permit. This shit really a jungle. Gorillas and anacondas.
Some money all around me. I like man. Yeah, but I was down and out like last week. Tell me, where have you been? Came out of hiding, girl. Don't act like I'm man. I'm just a fan. You don't hold rain. Don't hold no rain.
Yo, bro. I think I had too much Hennessy, man.
I'm gonna keep coming, baby.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little smashed. I'm a little dressed. We in the club, man. Oh. Yeah, they hate, but they broke though. And when it's time to pop, they had no show. Yeah, I'm pretty, but I'm loco. The loud got me moving slow-mo. Hey, yo, sweetie, where the hoes, bro? Hey, yo, keys, where the hoes, though? That other nigga, he a bozo. It's a mayor, you don't know. We got liquor by the boatload. Disrespect the light, that's a no-no. All my niggas dressed in that rojo. I ride for my guys, that's the bro code. Baby gave me head, that's a low blow. If she make me weak when she deep throw. I need a rich bitch, not a Jeep hoe. Baby on that hate shit, I peep though. My brother told me fuck him, get that money, sis. You just keep on running on your hungry shit. Ignore the hate, ignore the fake, ignore the funny shit. Cause if a nigga violate, we got 100 clips. And we go 0 to 100 quid. We just them niggas you ain't fucking with. Pockets on the chubby chick. And still go back a thotty and some bummy shit. You heard Eli, why they testing me? Like I don't always keep the hammer next to me. Like I ain't got a header to the left of me. Like we ain't in these streets more than sesame. If that shit chick, then why she texting me? Why she keep calling my phone, speaking sexually? Every time I'm out, why she stressing me? You call her Stephanie? I call her Heffany. I don't open doors for a hoe. I just want the neck, nothing more. Shorty, make it clap, make it applaud. When you tired of your man, give me a call. Dyke bitches talking out they jaw. Next minute calling for the law. This 9 I have them calling for the law. They ain't getting money, so they ball. I can never lose, what you thought? And they got it all locked, man, of course. They say I got the juice, I got the sauce. These haters on my body, shake them off. Pussy, I'm a bully and a boss. I'm killing them, sorry for your loss. I just caught a body raining more. Now this year I'm really going on. These haters on my body, shake them more. Ooh. These haters on my body, shake them more. Ooh. Ooh. These haters on my body, shake them more. I can never lose. What you thought? What they thought? I can never lose. What you thought? This Henny got me, it got me sauce. This Henny got me, ooh, it got me sauce. I can never lose. What you thought? And they got it on lock, man, of course. Ooh. Ooh.
When every father mayor rapper jump ship. I guess that's why they call it where I stay. Clean up the streets so my daughter can have somewhere to play. I'm the blueprint to a real man. Some of these niggas toss they tassel for a deal, man. I ain't going to hell or the ill, man. For my real fans. I got caught up with a Lil Xan. Couldn't stop me, but it slowed me though. Yeah, nigga famous, you don't know me though. But their DJ still play me though. Them I don't even need the radio. My new shit sound like a rodeo. Got the old folks dancing the dope. So they fuck around, sign me the OVO. Ooh, I just might share my next one with Keith. Got the industry in disbelief. They be asking for beef. This what it sound like when God split an atom with me. I even had Steve giving out.
This is what the band. City so damn great, I feel like Alexander. Way on Halo like a hat, that's like the latest fashion. I got angels all around me, they keep me surrounded.
Who is you and who the fuck is you and who is them? All of a sudden, who after them? You can't touch me, nah. I got angels. I got angels. I ain't changed my number since the 7th grade. This from my day 1, 10 years, 7 days. A week niggas never tired on their Kevin Gates. And if they rest in peace, they bunny hop in heaven's gates. It's too many young angels on the south side. Gotta schedule at our grandmama's outside. You gon' make me take the campus way downtown. You gon' make me turn my BM to my house wide. I just had a growth spurt. It just took so long my tippy toes hurt. You can keep the nose ring. I don't have to go search. I'm still at my own church. Only ever sold merch. Grandma say I'm kosher. Mama say I'm culture. GCI 1075. Angel going live. Power 92. Angel Juke. Angel going Juke. GCI 1075. Going live. Power 92. Angel going Juke.
They was talking woo, this is what the band. City so damn great, I feel like Alexander. Way on Halo like a hat, that's like the latest fashion. I got angels all around me, they keep me surrounded. I got angels all around me, they keep me surrounded. I got angels. They was talking woo, this is what the band. City so damn great, I feel like Alexander. Way on Halo like a hat, that's like the latest fashion. I got angels all around me, they keep me surrounded.
All of a sudden, who after them? You can't touch me, nah. I got angels. I got angels.
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that antidote. Popping pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know. Don't go through the front door. It's low key at the night show. So don't you open up that window? Don't you let out the antidote? Yeah, party on a Sunday. Do it all again on Monday. Spit the check on the weekend. I might do it all again.
That's bullshit.
I just hit a 3-peat. Fuck 3 hoes I met this week. I don't do no old hoes. My nigga, that's a no-no. She just want the gold, though. I just want the narrow. Who that at the front door? If it's the feds, oh no, no, no. Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out the antidote. Popping pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know. Don't go through the front door. It's low key at the night show. Get lit, my nigga. Ooh, at the night show. Anything can happen at the night show. Everything can happen at the night show. Ooh, at the night show. Anything can happen at the night show. Ooh, at the night show. Ooh, yo bitch not at home, she at the night show. Ooh, there you go. Fucking right, ho. Ooh, had to catch a flight for the night show. Ooh, let's get bite though. Bottles got us right though. We ain't sipping like no. I ain't got no type though. Only got one night though. We can do it twice though. It's lit at the night show. Stacking up day to day, young nigga, you know you gotta go get it, my nigga. They hating, they staking, they waiting. Don't be mistaken, we dying, they stand. Lord, I'm on fire, they thinking I'm saved. Calling me crazy on different occasions. Kicking the cameraman off on my station, cause I don't like how he snapping my angles. I'm overboard and I'm over impatient. Over my niggas and these, cause my agents dealing with motion that's more complicated. Like these two bitches that might be related. H-Town, you got one. And you bun be like a number one. It's late night at a late show. If you wanna roll, I got a place where popping pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know. Don't go through the front door. It's low key at the night show. So don't you open up that window.
I wanna hear all that, I wanna hear none of that. Talking about what you need, all this shit. Fuck that shit. I don't remember none of that shit. Where your ass was at, dog, with niggas 1 feet. Where your ass was at, dog, with bitches didn't need. Where your ass was at, dog, with niggas try to run off. Where your ass at, dog, you made me put his gun out. Where your ass was at, dog, you went to switch sides. Where your ass was at, dog, with niggas spread lies. Where your ass was at, dog, I'm about to come slide. Where the stove and we still made honest. Blowing on the oil, yeah, we call it whole onion.
Hey, yo, big bro, you fucking with that? Okay, cool. My fucking brother. It is. Dexter. Ooh. Wait. Pick it up, groove. Baby girl, watch how you move. I got them vests on my shoes. Look at the diamonds, they eat it up. Got me 2 bitches, I beat it up. They thinking I'm wife and deleting them. Oh, wait. Pints in, call up rocket. My brother pull like a socket. Kicking this door, yeah, I got him. Open the safe, you can't lock it. Sippin' that walk, yeah, go to the top. Bustin' your bitch like a Glock. She like to suck on my clock. I get the money, don't stop. Dexter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you like this beat too, but you a fucking goofy though. Oh wait, word around town. I heard this boy was a clown. Swim me your bitch, watch I drown. Call him up for the pounds. Wait, our future years, right on my clothes. Bad bitch, yeah, watch it do cold. Broken cell, used to sleep on the floor. I never do it no more. Telling you broke is no joke. I used to kick in that dope. Wait, now I'm selling out the shows. While I'm already spinning right on my clothes. Hold on, little mama, you speaking. A bad bitch, Puerto Rican. Get her out, Molly, she geeking. Call her your free every shit for the weekend. Dexter. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. We only can chill for the weekend. You gotta go.
I'm one of the prettiest motherfuckers that ever been to
Dexter.
Order beat long, color orange, mingle label, rotary phone. In my old school Mercedes, smoke OG grown. When I'm Californicating, I got 3 phones. Business, conversation, and relation. Hold up, wait a sec, wait a minute, wait a tick. Shaking my wrist, nothing was fake on my wrist. 4-finger ring on my hand, say what you say to my wrist. Talk to the hand, don't want the result of the hands. What the face say to the fist.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Funny as shit. I bet for the tabs, up on the ticks. We're back to the pad, watch the slap on the flicks. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Just in the track, then I beat it up. Acne my jacket from Sweden. My chick don't exactly know English. They ain't about that accent, no beefing. I might as well go back to vegan. My shit might go platinum this week. Play the shit back and repeat it. Word around, word of mouth, word around town. You the one doing all the murder around town. Pulling up, shooting me the bird downtown. Shooting like a birdie cause they all fly south. Whipping and whipping and whipping the wrist. I'm fucking your bitch and I'm up in your fridge. I only tell stories to tuck in the kids. I'm riding the fucking, they fuck with the kid. Funny as shit. Was missing a bit, I'm back in my bag. Back to the pad, watch this slab on the flicks.
I've been going and going like the Energizer. Yeah, I'm supplying the wood like Elijah. Indica smoking, no indica, might fuck around and compartmentalize ya. They say life is a bitch, and if that is the case, then I'm finna surprise her. No, I am not an advisor, but I do advise you to pay attention. Never need to mention I'm that motherfucker busting heads. Finna push it to the ledge. Yeah, I've been smoking my meds. Ain't got no love for the feds. Can that thing go to your head? Fuck with me, watch where you tread. I'm finna kill it instead. I'm finna I can never done it, and I wanna run it, and I wanna keep it going and going like infinity. Be the only entity to ever rip it apart. Finna start like this, finna heart like this, finna murder it a million miles a minute, no nitrous. Do it righteous. I've been down this road before. Everybody think that they do, but they don't. Swear to God that they would, but they won't. Spitting riddles in the middle of a pastime. Me and my mind feeling divine, like yeah. Finna get it like yeah. I done made $20 million. I don't flex to be acknowledged. At this point, it's common knowledge. All you haters been abolished. You in the club throwing dollars, but I'm saving mine so my kids go to college. Or maybe whatever they wanna do. Just as long as they never say, Daddy blew $20 million. Ay, he had to flex to be acknowledged. Ay, he in the club throwing dollars, and I cannot afford to send me to college.
neglected. Me and my mama for all of this rap shit. Ay, no, I cannot fuck with that shit. Ay, no, I cannot fuck with that. Who you know drop the album back to back to back to back to back to back again. I'm back again and snap again. And goddamn it, ain't no other way to run it. Yes, happening cause I've been living in a world of my own. Leave me alone, I'm in the zone where I've been prone to destroy shit. You cannot avoid this. Whack motherfuckers have annoyed this. Yes, you know I enjoy this. Preach, motherfucker, preach. Yeah, I'm trying to reach everybody in the streets, putting words to the beach. Each one, teach one. Yeah, I'm trying to reach one. Who the beast one? That be me on the top of the east one. Tell me how you really want to do it right now. Trying to murder this. Shout out everybody new fucking around and heard of this. Heard of us. We ain't going nowhere. It's a herd of us. Hold up, roll up. Levitated like I'm David Blaine. Living a dream like I'm David Ames. Talk all you want, we are not the same. Step in a spot that ain't know the name. So more albums my first week than Harry Styles and Katy Perry. That ain't a sign of the time. I don't know what is, man. This shit is scary. Cause bitch, I've been blowing up like C4 and I'm 3 free, not a free throw. Anybody hating on the boy, take a step back and then deep throw. Now my phone blowing up like ring. Like ring, 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 ring. That Kevin Durant, I'm a champion. Check the numbers, I'm a champion. Can't sleep on the boy anymore with the haters that love to hate, gon' call the ambient. Star-Lord, champion. Know the name and they know the alias.
Happy holidays, everyone. Time for our holiday special featuring Anthony Davis. Scott OG is dropping in for some winning tips. We're hanging with community member Poor Boy Sin, and we have your top plays. Welcome to our annual 2K TV Holiday Special.
Happy holidays, everybody.
I don't know about you, but I love this time of year. It's getting colder. You want to stay cozy inside, so you know you probably are playing 2K all day.
Yes, I know my Christmas day is going to consist of a lot of 2K, family, some more 2K, friends, some more 2K, and then sneaking out to Staples Center to watch the Lakers and Clippers go head-to-head on Christmas Day.
You forgot presents. Presents are the best part.
I love giving presents.
I love receiving presents.
Yeah.
And you guys may have received 2K20, and if you're joining us for the first time, welcome.
What better way to tip off this holiday special than to talk to 2K20 cover athlete Anthony Davis?
Don't doubt this nigga. I don't want to listen to him. The truth, nigga.
Yeah. I'm a racer. You know we can't wait to break. Living off this drink. Love having sex.
Anthony Davis, welcome back to NBA 2K TV, and more importantly, welcome back to the NBA 2K cover.
All right, thank you.
Now, you are notably an avid NBA 2K player. What modes do you like to play?
I just really started playing my player. It's fun, like tell my friends we gonna follow Barbara.
Getting calls from home. So I started up a bait.
Cookies and OG. Come to my crib, we roll by the O's. Cause you already know. It ain't in the joint, we don't even smoke. And I keep a big getting stoned. We waking and banging, pumping the J. She told me that I'm a new favorite. How much we like, I keep it the game. Say they got the good, but what the pack smell like? Feel like this is
Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, we're in the beautiful city of Denver, Colorado. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, Vonleh and Towns, the duo inside. Wiggins and Covington fill the wing. And it's Shea in at the 1, and for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris, and it's Barton in at the small forward. Tip-off goes to Denver. Murray with it. Harris outside. Right wing. Murray outside. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Denver with the ball. Tipped away. And here we go. Fast break with Chase. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, a good example of attacking basketball on the open court. Shea busting out and finishing on the break.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Mike Malone gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, facing one of the most devastating scorers in the league in Karl Anthony Towns. Coach knows that slowing him down somehow is critical to securing the win. Kevin, that is a tough assignment, given Towns' a wide array of offensive options.
All right, David, thanks. Now, Hardaway, following the miss by Gary Harris from deep, buries the long-range jumper.
Watch out for the range Shea has. I mean, you can't leave him alone anywhere in the gym range.
Barton right side, pass to Jokic, three-pointer, and Harris wide open. He shoots. They get it back. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap, Kevin, is he's relentless. There's no let-up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
And here's Jay outside, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Hardaway against Murray. Lets it go with the three. Hardaway, no good. Here's Harris outside for Murray. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that'll tie this game up.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Jay with the bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Harris outside. And the pass to Murray. Pass to Jokic. The high post shot. That shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Another miss by Jay. Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Harris outside. And the foul called on Shea. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Torrey Craig comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Harris. Minnesota also making some changes. Zhang comes in for Vonleh. And Okogie subbed in for Robert Covington. It's Hardaway with the drive. And Shea throws it down.
That's going to make a defender think twice about getting in Shea's way next time. Posterize.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Morris kicks to Murray. And the wide open shot from Morris. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Hardaway. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, I think that's what you want to see. I mean, Shea not settling for a spot-up jumper, but driving the ball and scoring on the move.
Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. Shea heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Shea's got 16 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Grant, he's checked in. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Free throw good, Murray.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Wiggins and Covington fill the wing. Conley and Towns, the duo inside. And it's Jay in at the point guard position.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Murray. He has 6. And that one's good. Barton.
After a bunch of hard work, Barton has become a decent threat from deep. Got to watch out for him now.
It's Hardaway with the drive.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Barton, no luck. Minnesota leading by 7. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
We remember from Che's college days that he's not afraid to take a stand, even if it creates controversy. He'll state his opinion, but he doesn't put himself above the game. He's really quite a humble guy.
Now here's Murray. Barton, wide open, he fires, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. .144 left in the first half.
Boy, I tell you, the long reach of Covington really bothering shooters. I mean, he enjoys making life difficult for whoever he's assigned to.
Here's Che, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Murray after the basket by Minnesota. And here's Millsap. Back to Harris. Barton outside. 5 on the clock. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Che. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Longley's got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Denver. Barton outside from the arc. Unable to get that one. Timberwolves go the other way with it.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Murray. He's got 9. To the left wing. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Shea with the bucket.
Well, I think Shea catches a few people off guard with that pull-up jumper of his. They might have been looking for the drive there.
Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
That's good from Harris.
His improvement each year in the league is impressive. Harris knows his role is to score the ball, and he does it well.
And Harris drops them both. Hardaway for 3. And he beats the buzzer. Wow! And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points up at the end of the... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Hardaway for three. The shot will not fall. And Denver the other way now. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his third assist on the night.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up. Shea's got 40 points.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
A three ball. And it's Denver with the rebound. To the middle. Millsap misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
That one goes in. 42 points for Shea.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Sinks the triple. Shea's got 45 points.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Martin inside the line. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Denver calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the wood.
Beasley against T. Beasley the pass to Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And really deep through that time. Hardaway has got 48.
Shea is merciless tonight, not letting up a bit.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. Shea heading to the hoop. Craig pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Count it. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Hardaway for 3. The Nuggets trail by 20. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And here's Morris for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Timberwolves on top, running away with this one. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Bell is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then there's Teague. Then it's Che. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Beasley, the pass to Jokic. And again, it's Denver.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
Hardaway for 3. Denver grabs the miss. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. The pull-up. Offensive rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Nice initiative. Good start there by Grant. I mean, seeing a great fast break opportunity in front of him and took full advantage of it.
And that one's good to go from Che.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Knocked away. It's stolen by T. And here we go. Fast break with Che. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Now here's Beasley. Out to the right wing. Grant the pass to Jokic. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And the Timberwolves call time here. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jeremy Grant, and Murray's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Jang. Noah Vonleh comes in for Jordan Bell. Robert Covington's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Wiggins is subbed in for T. And they double up Che, and stolen by Barton. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Vonleh's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
On the wing, Harris. Covered by Wiggins. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Hardaway for 3. Drops in the tray. Hardaway has got 12 points now in the quarter.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Deep 2 from Murray. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 5 assists in the game.
Love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. I mean, he's really good at reading the defense and really good at quick shooting.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
In the corner, it's Harris. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Murray, down to 5 on the shot clock. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. Timberwolves leading by 17. Hardaway for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Che.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
That free throw, no good. A different look for Denver. Vanderbilt's checked in, and it's Juan Hernan-Gomez in for Paul Millsap.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Takes a three. Rebounded by Bell. Here's Che, and Che throws it down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Harris dishes to Murray. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Good on the three-point shot.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And that one's good by Porter.
And guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
Dives for it, and so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, Kevin Harlan, thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Posted with the same click. Shout out to my day ones, everyone I came with, and we all self-made. You can never claim this, never pivot on my bros. One thing that I can't switch, not concerned with fitting in. We too busy standing out.
It's always interesting to me. I ask players, when they do play My Player, what kind of My Players do they build? Do you take it back to your high school days when you were running point guard and create like a small guy, or do you stay like power forward and big?
So I stay power forward, I stay 6'10", but I get all the guard attributes, like, you know, handling all the way up, everything, you know. So I like to be like kind of a guard skill set when I'm playing.
I have to ask, a lot of players play 2K around the league. Who's the best NBA 2K player that you've played against?
I played against? I haven't played against many, but Ian Clark claims he's like the ultimate 2K player. He's pretty good. Him and Darius Miller, they're pretty good in 2K.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Walden.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been.
And before guys, David, once again, great stuff. Thank you. Greg, the glitz and glamour calling Che.
And we've seen a handful of players dabble in Hollywood with mixed success. You just hope it doesn't distract Che from his development process, which has been firing on all cylinders.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Covington at the 4 with Towns in at the 5. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Hardaway. And it's Walden in at the 3 slot. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward.
The defensive impact of Jakob Pirtle giving the Spurs a boost. Great timing and instincts as a shot blocker.
So it's San Antonio now. Aldridge misses. Hardaway with it. Out guarded by Murray.
Reading the court well, leave someone open on AW squad, and you're going to pay.
And coming to San Antonio in the Kawhi Leonard trade, the Spurs hoping Pirtle can be a difference maker.
You know what, Kevin? Already their best role threat offensively. He rarely misses with his right hand in close.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Murray outside. White wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Town. And it's 7 points for prime time. The Spurs have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Murray outside. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. And right now, a brief look at the power rankings here at the end of November. It's interesting to see how the teams compare. Look at the Trailblazers. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
I think Minnesota, they've shown their capabilities, but it's been in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take greater focus, greater commitment.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
Increasing his versatility every year. DeRozan causing defenders fit. Good example right there.
And last season, DeMar DeRozan averaging the lowest rate of three-point attempts of his career.
Kevin, the Raptors had wanted him to shoot more triples. The Spurs were content to put the ball in his hands and let others provide the spacing.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Smitty, what about the teams that know they're going to be championship caliber contenders? How do they stay motivated early in a season with so many games to play?
You know, it's hard. I think a lot of those guys, they're looking at, I would say now we're talking about load management for those type of teams. They're just trying to make sure their bodies, their minds are ready for that run. But usually those championship teams, they understand, they're motivated by winning. They get it together at the right time.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Here's Hardaway, and it's blocked.
So quick off the floor, Murray can afford to wait until the shooter commits.
Passes it to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
On the wing, DeRozan. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Floats it up for Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Chemistry at its best, an unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Murray kicks to White. DeRozan surveying the D. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Aldridge, no one around him. Misses off the right iron. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist from Walden. 9 points for prime time.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
DeRozan against Hardaway. Outside DeRozan. Pass to White. There's the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Murray against Hardaway. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the call will be against primetime.
Hardaway.
That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Spurs with some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Pirtle. Damari Carroll comes in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Bell's checked in. Pass to Mills. A 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to Los Angeles. Hardaway from outside. And it's Hardaway again missing. Carroll with it. Hardaway picks him up. No good from outside. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Outside Hardaway. Sinks the three-pointer. Hardaway has got 12.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it. Last season, it took some time for the Spurs to gel with the early injuries and new faces. They played their best basketball down the stretch. Took the second-seeded Nuggets to 7 games.
And that one is good. 14 points for him.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Gay outside. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
This is what you want to see from Aldridge. Big man playing big.
In the back half of last season, the Spurs posting a 9-game winning streak. Steve, what changed for them?
You know, Kevin, for me, they toughened up their defense. They moved Jakob Poeltl into the starting lineup at the 5 position. And they found that chemistry and they got going.
2 minutes. Hardaway passes to Walden. And Hardaway gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a 3rd foul this early.
The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
That's good from DeRozan. Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their mount. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Poeltl at center. Derek White is out there with Murray. And it's DeRozan in at small forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Down low, and the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Inside, here's Murray. Poeltl trying to get open. And it's Murray, that time on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Hardaway. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Hardaway has got 18 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
DeRozan in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. That sends Robert Covington to the free throw line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The Timberwolves have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And you gotta love the mindset of Robert Covington when he plays defense. So active with his hands and feet, rarely gets fooled on any up fakes or jab steps. And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
He anticipated every move on that play and was right there to meet him each step of the way. Great defense.
And so it's San Antonio, 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in.
Penny Hardaway.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Minnesota, Covington at the 4 with Towns in at the 5. Hardaway is out there with Wiggins, and it's Walden in at the small forward position. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer, and it's Hardaway again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
DeRozan passes to Aldridge. He can't get that one.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
Here's DeRozan. And that one is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Walden dishes to Hardaway. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Hardaway.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Murray. 10 points for him. And here is Aldridge. The pass to Purdy. And no good that time. Towns with the defensive effort. Walden kicks to Hardaway. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Basket counts.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Here's DeRozan. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside Hardaway. Over Murray. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Shoots from 12. That one wide left. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And White kicks to DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Last season, it seemed like Towns recommitted himself on the defensive end after facing some pretty significant criticism in that department.
You know, he looked like he was playing with a chip on his shoulder defensively. Towns has always had the capability to be a fantastic defender, and I'm really glad that he's focusing on that part of his game as an area to improve.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Miles checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Murray. San Antonio leading by 7. DeRozan finds White. Hardaway with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 5 points so far.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Gay outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Hardaway against White. Outside Hardaway. A three-pointer is right on target. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Hardaway with the steal. For the tie. And it's all evened up. Hardaway has got 33.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
DeRozan in the corner. Misses the three.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Wiggins. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
The assist.
Hardaway has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Greg, no secret that many Minnesota fans are questioning the contract they gave to Andrew Wiggins as his development has seemed to plateau.
And with all due respect to Wiggins, it would be worth.
Doubled by Murray, passes it to Wiggins. Back to Hardaway. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Hardaway has got 35.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
DeRozan and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. White is out there with Murray. And it's Lyles in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. But you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
Good on the second free throw. The 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot, a shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Hardaway for 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Lyles. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 16th rebound on the night. It's stolen by Lyles. Outside DeRozan. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Aldridge.
And they shot it well in the first half, but have suffered a drop-off since then. Still, though, in the lead, so they can make up for it on the defensive end. He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Murray, the pass to Lyles. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Timberwolves foul. Love Murray's scoring potential, but the development of his playmaking may be an even higher priority.
And that one misses.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Hardaway for 3. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Ever so close. Needed that one to go down. That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Towns, the pass to Hardaway. Off on the layup.
And what a terrific job he's doing tonight. No trouble going in there among the trees and pulling down monster rebounds.
Outside DeRozan. From outside, off the mark.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. San Antonio calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. DeJounte Murray.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
San Antonio making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Pass to DeRozan.
That's his fourth foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
At the line for your Spurs, DeMar DeRozan. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
So tough to guard. DeRozan with the strength, the near 40-inch vertical, and he loves to challenge you.
And he sinks the second.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Murray. Towns with the defensive effort.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Rising to the occasion, he found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him.
Murray, the pass to Pirtle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really like the work inside from Pirtle, using his body well to draw the contact on his way up.
Antonio, Jacob Pirtle.
The free throw drops for Pirtle. And so he makes both from the line.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Left side Walden, and stolen by Aldridge. Here's White. Good D by Hardaway.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Murray surveying the D, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
Remaining San Antonio ball.
Here's Murray. Pirtle, the pass to DeRozan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
A sneaky move by DeRozan, catches the defender leaning and draws the foul.
Jake Layman's checked in for Towns. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy. And
there's the pass to Layman. Pass basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers where they can do something with it.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Wide open look here for Murray. Off target with his three. Minnesota leading by 3. Passes to Hardaway. Doubled by Murray. Hardaway passes to Wiggins. Here's Hardaway. Defended by Pirtle. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 49 points in the game.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Now DeRozan. And 1:01 left in the game. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. Here's Aldridge. That shot off, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's Hardaway with the drive. Hardaway. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 7. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Graham's checked in. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Murray, here we go. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And it goes through once again. Nice hit there from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 53. And the call will be against Primetime. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
At the line for your Spurs.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Pass to Napier. On the wing, Hardaway. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Graham. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Walker with a clean look. Reed with the rebound. Here's Hardaway. Off target with that shot. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know.
Well said. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Che, a very good win for your team, and your fourth quarter performance put the game away. What was your mentality coming down the stretch?
Thank you, David.
So, Jay,
great
it seems
interview.
Like you're really in the groove tonight. What helped you get going?
Well, you know, we like to play a team game. So everything you get should come in the flow of the offense. I mean, if you're open, then the ball's supposed to find you. Tonight, I was the guy that was open, and my teammates found me. So shout out to them.
Che, you've shown in the past you're not afraid to stand up for what you believe in. I'm wondering if there's any causes right now that you're passionate about.
Are you doing any charity work, or is there anything that's grabbed your attention, maybe politically?
That's a good question, Patty. That know it'll be high. Maybe not. Maybe like 40s. Somewhere on the straight, right?
Sure. Here he comes. Hey, Che.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? I want to bring Josh over here. He's got something to talk to you about the Top Takes Daily interview.
Okay.
You remember Josh
Yeah.
from Beats?
Yeah, Josh, what's up?
Great to see you again, Shay. Great game tonight.
I appreciate that, Josh.
So Josh has a couple things he wants to go over with you that you could sprinkle into the interview.
Okay.
Well, obviously, only mention this stuff if it comes up organically. We want you to feel comfortable out
That's
there.
right. There's no benefit from forced plugs.
Of course, of course.
So let's keep the pressure low. Any mention with beats is a plus. We'd be happy with a simple plug. But if you're feeling up to it, you can throw in some stuff about our tech, too.
Okay, like what?
Right off the top, the noise cancellation feature. We call it Pure Adaptive Noise Canceling, Pure ANC for short.
Well, it is a special day here today at Top.
It's all right.
So now that you've...
You know, I really never looked at it like that.
So before we...
I'm a music freak, Diane.
Unfortunately, that is...
Yo, what's up, man?
Stay focused on your workout. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh?
Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Now we're rolling. One more. See you later.
Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Let's go.
get rich.